What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to bring you my long-term review of the 10th gen Intel i9. This is their i9-10850k processor, and this is a processor I've actually had for around 6 months, so I've had a good amount of time with it. It is on the LGA 1200 series socket, 10 cores, 12 threads. I'm not going to go over all the specs with you. I think the TDP on it is 95 watts, so keep that in mind when getting your power supply, and currently it's running $385, and it's on back order till June, at least on Amazon here, so it is a little bit difficult to find with everything going on with just general semiconductor, anything computer related. It's hard to get a lot of that stuff. So previously I was running an i5, I believe it was a 6 core, maybe it was a 4 core, don't know, but it was not doing what I needed to do for video and photo editing. So I bought this mainly for video and photo editing. I rarely game, and I don't honestly think a CPU, while it does make a difference, it's not that big of a difference. That's mainly GPU driven. So I mainly bought it for that, and I'm going to kind of go over why I think 10 cores is probably about all you need and why you probably don't need anything else besides that. So I currently have had 2 coolers on it to actually cool it. I've had a Noctua, or a Be Quiet, one of their AIO Pure Loop 280mm radiators that did great. And currently have the Noctua, I think this is the D15, whatever the big beefy CPU cooler is that they have. And I currently have this thing clocked at 4.9 gigahertz. So I do have it overclocked a little bit. I'm more about stability than pushing my system to the limits, so I just set it up to the point where I thought it was going to be more stable. I didn't push it. I used the Intel Extreme overclocking software that they have. It works really well to kind of test that. So I actually got it at Micro Center, so you can get it a little bit cheaper if you do that. But overall, I've been really happy with it. It does great with Premiere products, with Lightroom, Premiere Pro. It's really been a lifesaver there and saved me some time. So currently, all the videos I've done on this, over the past 6 months, I've edited with this, and generally it takes about 5 to 8 minutes to edit a 4K 24 frames per second, 8 to 15 minute video. Some of the 20-minute videos that I've done that are 4K do take a little bit longer, but besides that, it really does a great job. And with video editing in Adobe Premiere Pro, it's mainly uses a lot of your GPU also, so it doesn't actually stress this out too much. And currently my temperatures do not usually run between 55 and 75 if I'm really pushing it, and depending on what temperature the room is. Right now it's pretty cold in here right now, so it's running, the highest it's got to is 57, so it just depends on what the room temperature is also. So I'm happy with that, and honestly I think I could recommend this to anyone right now. I know the 11th gen are out or coming out, but you can find one of these. They do go on sale from time to time. I think this is a CPU you can keep for 4, 5, 6, 7 years. You don't need 16 cores, 20 cores, 10 cores is plenty enough. Even for doing 4K video editing, works perfect. For photo stuff, it does great. I'm shooting massive files on the A7R4, and it does take a few moments to switch from photo to photo with just how large the files are. But overall, I've been very, very happy with it. I would recommend getting a decent cooler with it though, so allow that to be in your budget, because these do run a little bit hotter. The TDP is 95 watts, so you do have a little bit more juice going through them. But overall, I think this is a CPU you can get and not worry about getting another CPU for a while. I think the times of buying a new CPU or new motherboard or anything like that every 2-3 years is done. I think you could probably keep this 10 years if you wanted, and just make sure you got a good cooler on there, change the thermal paste, every couple of years once it starts degrading, temperatures get a little hotter. But that's it. I would not get the i9-10850k. I don't think there's as much benefit in paying that extra price. I think this is a great sweet spot in that 10 core, especially if you want to get an LGA 1200 series socket, which is their newer, more 10 core and up CPU. So, and the other ones, I think it's the 1151 is, I think you can only get an 8 core there to get like an i7 Not positive. Again, I'm just a general consumer. I'm not anyone that's doing any professional stuff. I don't know a ton about CPUs. I'm sure the AMD ones are just as good as this. But I've always run Intel and I've always had good luck with it. And that's it. It does not come with a CPU cooler, so if you're buying this, some of the Intel come with a CPU cooler just to get you by probably, but it does not. So I don't know how long the warranty is on these, probably a year, or not year, probably 3 to 5 years. I would say 3. I think Intel's really kind of put most of their warranties at 3 years, but haven't had any issues with it. If you guys have any comments, questions, feel free to leave them below, or if you like random videos like this from just a general consumer perspective, let me know down below. Like this video if you like it. I'll put a link below if you want to buy this, but currently it's on back order until, let's see, June 12th. So if you're wanting to buy it, you're going to have to wait till June 12th. You could probably get it at Micro Center or Newegg. They probably have a little bit more stock than some of like the Amazon links, but I'll put a link below if you'd like to purchase it. Have a good rest of the day, weekend, whatever's going on out there. Be safe, and I'll see you guys next time.